What up, gents? Welcome to TFG Uncut. I'm your host, Sean C. Right on, gents. Let me tell you something. Y'all was already active in the comments. Sorry it took me a minute, but I'm going to show y'all that why I was busy and why it was taking me so long. I'm trying to get something to eat. I'm going to show y'all all that in a little bit. But before we get into that, I just want to tell you guys that tonight's topic is one that we tend to come back to. And the reason is because, first of all, women still don't get this shit. Women still don't get why we don't want to date them, right? Or why men are choosing to kind of beat it themselves. Now, women are choosing it too, but we're going to talk about that here in the video. But the one thing that sparked me to come up with this topic, I was struggling at first because it was so many different ways I could go. And in some of the directions I want to go on a video, I actually created new folders for new videos that we're going to talk about in the future. So I was like, I don't want to use that topic because it's better to show into a video. But tonight, it all came together through one clip, okay? So I'm going to play this clip, and then we'll have some fun on the other side. Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear this video I'm about to put up, okay? So.
Because when I walked in, it was packed. And what do you think I saw? What do you think I saw?
What did you see?
Exactly what I thought I was going to see.
What?
80 women sitting alone. No men in sight. None.
I saw so many Black women try to solve a problem in dating by starting to host events in person, trying to create third spaces to facilitate dating like offline. And you know what would happen every single time? The men were not signing up. They would be selling tickets to speed dating, and they would always end up with men's tickets on sale. Always, because they weren't buying in, right? Not one single man sent their profile in. And mind you, this is an account that has well over 100,000 followers. It's just time to stop. It's time to stop. They have made it very loud and clear.
And here's why I think we're doomed to be single for the rest of our lives.
We think that we've actually hit rock bottom.
I get hate for this, but whatever. I approached a Black man this week at like a dating event, and he was not interested in me. And that by itself is like not a great story, right? I tried to shoot my shot. He was not interested. I moved on. But immediately after I walked away from this man, he went up to a group of 5 white women and he introduced himself to all of them. And then I kind of observed out of like the corner of my eye for the rest of the evening, this man was only going up and talking to different white women. Later that night, another very attractive Black man came in, the exact same thing, only talked to the white women that were in the room. There were maybe 6 or 7 Black women throughout. And I could tell, I would look over at the Black women occasionally, they would be looking, we would all be observing the same thing. We're all thinking the same thing, right? And as someone who has reviewed a bunch of different like dating events, I have seen this play out so many times where you walk into a room, the Black women are looking for other Black men and the Black men are not looking for Black women.
All right, gents. This thing ended before I could finish doing what I was doing. But tonight's conversation started from the fact that you have women saying that men aren't dating. Men aren't showing up to these events that they schedule, right? And my attempt isn't really just to go in on women, even though I know it comes off that way to some people, but my attempt is to show, hey, I'm going to show any ladies tonight or any naysayers that I'm going to show what men are seeing. You're going to see in the comments, the chat, you're going to see that men can relate to this stuff, right? Any men that have tried dating. I read your comments. I read the comments of the gents, right? I can't get to all of them, but I read as many as I can. And then when I can't get to them, I try to read comments every day. Or even if I don't hit it every day, I might spend hours and read comments. I can't get to all of them, but I try my best. That's why it's important that if you like a video, comment on it immediately, because those are the ones that I get to the quickest. Here's my point. Reading your comments, gents, I know what you're going through. I've been through it. I've seen it. But I want you all to make sure that you stick around to the end, okay? This live stream will end in a little less than 2 hours because I have an alarm set. My girl is cooking some soup. Y'all been to Olive Garden? You had that zuppa Toscana, right? The little soup with the potato and the Italian sausage. That's what she making. When she told me that, I said this live stream is 2 hours at the max, okay? But let me show you something. We were sitting there chilling. We're going to get into the topic fully in a little bit, but I'm going to show y'all something. Why I don't want you guys to give up, okay? And I have that. If you stick around to the end of the video, I'm going to show you a couple compelling reasons why I'm not saying jump into a relationship. I'm saying don't give up. That's been my thing, right? Don't give up. Don't say, oh, there's no women out there. Don't say that, because women say that about you, right? They say there's no good men. And you're like, what are you talking about? I'm right here. So I won't allow them to say that about you, so I won't say that about them. I'm going to show you why not to give up. I have 2 examples at the end of the video just to kind of give you food for thought that is out there, just like I have been in a number of the videos that I've been showing lately. But my women like to get on Pinterest and shit like that, right? Pinterest, I didn't know what the hell it was about. I thought it was about arts and crafts and stuff. Let me show you something that we had a date night where we sat and we just talked and drank and had lights and music and all that stuff. Let me show you something she showed me on Pinterest that I finally was able to do today. I was hungry before the live stream. Look at this shit right here. You see what this is right here, gents? This is what happened when you got a good woman, right? I have pizza bagels. Now, I love me some pizza. We made pizza last week, and I still had some ingredients left over. So I took these bagels I had, made some pizza, and let me tell you, man, that right there is the truth, okay? That's right there the truth. I didn't think it was going to be that good, but it's good, okay? I made that. And for my gents who are sipping tonight, I love going to sushi restaurants, and I love getting hot sake, a large craft of hot sake. I love it so much that we went to the liquor store, got some things to kind of stock up my bar, right? Because I have a whole bar cabinet, whatever, with the glasses and all the alcohol, right? So this is how serious I am about my sake, okay? I bought a sake set where I warmed up the sake. It's not hot, but it's warm, okay? So I warmed it up for tonight's live stream, and I got a backup drink right here. And so I'm having my sake. So I just want to say cheers to the gents right now. Sorry if I'm going to have food in between my teeth, but I don't care. Them pizza bites are good, okay? Cheers to you guys. Also, if you haven't noticed, I want to give a shout out, special shout out, first of all, to my gents that are in other countries that are watching this. I haven't forgot about you guys, especially my guys in the UK, guys down in Central and South America. Shout out to all you guys, okay? Sean Ace and XL Pro, I want to give a shout out to them. They are tonight's first sponsors. They actually contributed last week via Cash App, and I didn't get a chance to put them down there and recognize them. They are tonight's first sponsors. Everything that you guys submit to this channel helps the channel out, helps to grow, helps me to continue to take the time and make the videos the way I do. And listen, I don't take it for granted, right? You're not going to see me on some balcony putting my face in water with no shirt on, doing push-ups at 4 a.m., okay? You're not going to see me doing push-ups at 4 a.m., maybe 8 a.m., maybe 9 a.m., but you ain't about to see Sean C out there trying to show y'all I ain't going to have assistants passing me banana peels and I'm wipe on my face, okay? That shit ain't happening here, okay? I made my own pizza bites. I got my own sake, okay? Shout out to the gents on this one, baby. Okay, let's see what y'all talking about. Again, always want to shout out the gents before we get into this topic. I want to see what y'all talking about tonight. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe. We do this every week, okay? And then we're in April. So I promised y'all once a month, not every 30 days, but once a month, I'm going to start doing Friday night jam sessions. Now, unfortunately, I don't know if it's going to be this Friday or a later Friday in the month. The reason is because one of these weekends I'm going out of town. So if it's going to happen, it's going to happen this weekend or the weekend I guess that'd be close to the weekend before my birthday weekend. So, okay. So my birthday is in the month of April. So at some point we're doing a live stream. So just know that, okay? All right, let's see. I saw something about Pinterest. King says, Pinterest, I've been on there for close to 15 years. Damn, King, I didn't even know about that. See, that'll tell you right there, man. This is what happened when you get on your grown man, okay? When you're on your grown man, you know about, hey, I can go here and learn how to do things that I did not know, okay? And I'm not, look, if I don't know something, I don't know it, okay? But I'm going to tell you, there were some things, design ideas, right? Because I got my place looking nice, but there was all these design ideas, and I was like, wow, man, some really good stuff. Now, my place is designed exactly the way I wanted, which is why I took the time in the month of March to get all that shit done, because when I'm not working, I want to be comfortable, okay? And speaking of comfortable, okay, I got that June Mai. I got that June Mai, boy. Y'all don't know about that June Mai sake, baby. Yeah, y'all don't know about that. Y'all don't know about that June Mai sake. Hold up real quick. What y'all know about that, baby? Okay. Shout out to the champ. He said, yo, great to see you. I'm gonna go up a little bit. Preston says, all its and giggles until someone literally giggles and it's. That's a true statement, man. All right. You got Matrix 78. He said, I've said this many times in podcasts. Absolutely. Talking about what I talked about earlier. Yep. Adam says, good morning from Thailand. Adam, good morning to you. Great to see you, brother. Great to see you there. And then Preston says, just don't forget the hater piss. And then Wade Kick said, white women stand up. Yo. Shout out to Willie Harvey, man. Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving me that heads up. Our boss, thank you for being here, bro. I appreciate it. You said white women winning low key. Yo, I thought about titling something that, and I was like, look, I'm not trying to sow that type of division. I do want to wake sisters up to, hey, look, if you ain't willing to do this, that, and the third, and not just white women, I'm saying other women are willing to treat us black men the way we want to be treated. And they don't feel like there's no competition. And we're going to look at that tonight. We're going to come back to that. Right? Their ideal, one of the ideas is that they're overvaluing themselves. And they don't understand that. That's why I put out the baddie video, right? Y'all know what I do, okay? Everything that I put out is out for a reason, right? And I'm even trying to string together ideas. I don't know if the next idea was string together with the last idea, but hear me out on this. I put out the baddie video, and people were like, I didn't see not one baddie in that video. But see, the point of the baddie video, that's why it was in quotations in the thumbnail, was because it's a mindset. Right? There's the mindset that I'm a baddie. Every woman thinks that they're a 10. Every woman thinks they're a baddie. Every woman thinks they're a queen. That's why I put baddie in quotations. That's why you didn't see baddies, right? Like, because what's a baddie? If you stick around, I promise you, if you stick around to the end of tonight's live stream, I'm going to show you what baddies do without even showing you a face or a picture. I'm going to show you with women who understand that this is a competition. I'm going to show you what they do. And I'm going to give you a compelling reason not to give up. And for y'all know, Cousin P, Ron Pye, right, who always, comes on, helps me host this. He couldn't be here tonight. He's working. He said he's going to try to be here next week. He promised me he'll be here next week, but, and we're also going to have another guest on next week. I'm going to confirm that this week, but we're going to have Kings and Dreams up too, right? Kings and Dreams said he was going to come on. And I'm gonna have Kings and Dreams up on here, and then he's gonna be on here. Me, him, hopefully Ryan, he gonna come through, and we'll have a great discussion for you guys. Okay, but I'm gonna show you guys why you shouldn't give up. Something that Ron told me back in the day when we was young men that stuck with me, and I wish I had taken it more serious. But now that I'm older, now that we're older. The shit is true. Whether we want to follow the advice or not, he was right when we was younger. And I'm going to show you how when we make it to the end of this video. Okay? DJ Punch, man, thank you for being here. He said, why should I sign up just to spend money unnecessarily? Boom. See, that's another one. Ladies, right there. We're going to talk about all of it tonight. We're going to go from what men hear in the dating phases and the phone talking, not necessarily that, but like what we hear in the beginning. We're going to go and take that to when you were dating you, and then we're going to take it to how these relationships end. The mindset that modern women have that make it where it's like, why would I ever enter into a relationship with any modern woman? So we'll get there. Thank you, DJ Punch. He said, once you realize you have to spend money to get to know these women, you have to be selective who you take on dates. This right here. Again, you all need to continue to be lions. You have to continue to scratch your claws. You have to continue to get out there. You have to continue to put yourself out there. I'm not saying you got to date anybody. I ain't saying you got to be in no relationship. I'm saying you have to continue to practice being out there. But if you're on your purpose, you don't care about any type of rejection because you know you're just scratching your claws. It don't matter to you. And I think, do I have a video clip? Nope, I took the one out. There's a video clip that I was going to put in here where the woman was like, yo, the dude stopped paying attention to me. He didn't care about me, and that made me want him more. So it's I'm telling you, scratch your claws. That's all I'm going to say. All right. I got to get into these videos because we got a lot of, let me catch a couple more real quick. Hey, Willie Harvey, man, thank you for being here. He said, what up, Sean C? It's a blessing to be here once again. Talk that ish. You know what's about to happen. You know what's about to happen. President says, arguing with a woman is just like getting arrested. Everything you say can be used against you. So use your right to remain silent. You know what? That is an excellent point. And I don't know if that specifically, Preston is going to like be a video specifically about that. But what I can tell you is that concept is in part of these videos that we're going to see. I keep pointing over here because this is where I click it, but this is where I view it. You know what I mean? So you guys will see in a second. Matrix says, Sean C, it's all Google. Black women are undateable and undesirable. Look it up. Bro, if that's on there, I'm dead. Yo, Zoomer Doomer is here. Thank you for being here. Is he checking in from Dubai? See? This dude is in Dubai, okay? You talk about the place where you have sheiks shitting on women. Like, what the hell, bro? What the hell, man? Hey, good luck to you. Hey, blessings to you out there, bro. Blessings and good luck, baby. El Rand, he said, yep, and damn it, there isn't one woman today worth taking care of. Be honest with them and be a sugar daddy. You're going to pay, so get what you want and tell them you don't pay for conversation. You know what? Actually, you know what I respect about this comment? This is the thing that I've been trying to get across there, El Rand. And this is what I've said many times throughout the years. Be upfront. Be upfront. And then if they don't like what you're saying, be okay with them walking away. Too many guys like, oh, baby, why you leaving? No. No, baby, no. You know how to say, no, baby, no. Okay? No. If she gonna walk away, let her. She just saved you. She saved you. Okay, she saved you. All right. Love that. Skid mark. Joe, that's funny as fuck. Excuse my French. Had enough. If I want a woman, I'll pay and get what I want. Get what I want. Get what you want, whatever. No headache. And back to my own home for peace and tranquility. You know what? Again, thank you for this comment. Let me tell you something, man. I've already talked to you guys about this. Like, I don't have a problem. You know, like, I personally don't even like going to strip clubs. So that's kind of not my thing. But do I understand why some men would rather just pay and just not deal with it? Yo, we used to judge this back in the day, but this makes complete sense nowadays why some men go this route. No judgment. Like, at least you were like, hey, I paid for it. I'm not ruining nobody's life. It's a transaction. It's already transactional, right? Again, not my cup of tea, but no judgment from me. That's what I'm telling you. I understand it. It makes sense. You're getting your needs met to some extent, but you don't have the headache later. We're going to talk about that later too. Thank you, Skid Mark, for that one. And Adam says, women in America are becoming too entitled with laws backing up their bad behavior. Absolutely. Those guys are awesome as hell. Yep, everybody here, awesome. The hardest battle you'll ever fight is between you, who you are now, and who you want to be. Absolutely. But this right here is why I always talk about living your best life, being on your purpose and on your journey, because the battle isn't with the modern women we talk about. It isn't with the dudes out there that's the bosses. It's you versus you, because the only person that's going to limit you is you. If you don't think you can, if you don't think you can do something, you won't be able to do it because you told yourself you can. Let me tell you something, man. This is what I've told my daughters about me. I don't feel like there's nothing I can't do. Now, obviously, I can't play basketball no more and this and the third, but I've told myself I can't do it because I don't want to do it no more. Right? But when it comes to my ability to be able to accomplish things, there's no limit. I don't see a limit. The limit is me. Elran says, have to be upfront. Yep. And there are so many different flavors. Bro, I like what you're speaking tonight. I like this. That's exactly where the ladies go to become Pookie-licious carousels, porta potties. You know what, Preston? On that one, I'm about to sip some more of my hot sake. Let me tell y'all something, okay? Hot sake don't hit me like normal alcohol. It makes me kind of euphoric. It makes me kind of happy. And I'm happy to be here with you all tonight. So shout out and cheers to all you gents. If y'all don't know, especially on our Friday night jam sessions, man, we like to sip on a little something. We just having fun. The topic tonight is like a Friday night jam session topic. So don't be surprised if I have more for you guys, because I have a folder that I haven't even touched, and it's got more stuff that you're gonna see tonight. But I feel like I'm gonna save it for Friday night jam session. Let's do that. Hell, we should probably have Friday night jam session this week, because if not, I'm gonna have a busy April coming up. So check it out. What I might do is put out a normal video on Friday. Hopefully it's out by 4 p.m. because that's where I like to have it at. And if we do a Friday night jam session, I'm probably going to push it back so the video has a little time to catch a little bit. So I either might put the video out at 3:30 to 4 and then do the Friday night jam session at 5:30 to 6. So it's going to be a little bit later, but it's Friday. So if y'all want to come holler at your boy, drink with your boy, whatever, chill out, go through this stuff, I'm thinking this Friday might be a good one, right? So I like that idea. Hey. Oh, this is one of my longtime friends right here. Kiva says, cheers, salute to you, baby. Thank you for being here. Yeah, wait. Wait, Super Duper says, cheers to the Rice Liquor Gang, bro. I like that one. Yeah. Donald Wesley, man, thank you for being here. He said, get some game. Don't be lame, humble confidence. No need to be ashamed. Looking used to be enjoyable in itself. These females going to have to adjust for all our health. You know what? See, Preston, you ain't the only one that got the rhymes, okay? Donald Wesley came in and put that elbow down, okay? So I don't need y'all like doing rap battles of history down there in the comments, but you know. Hey, Paul, man, great to see you, man. He said, hello, Sean in chat. Joined in by chance. That was lucky. Hope you're doing fine. Man, I'm doing great, bro. I'm feeling good. Like like Zoomer Doomer said, I got the Rice Liquor Gang going, man. I got the Rice Liquor going. He said, most descendants have no generational wealth. Too many mentally, turbate, playing with themselves. Yep. Women's like to complain about everything. Well, we about to hear that tonight. Paul, let me get this last comment. Seeing you with your drink, I'm going to get some brandy and coke myself. It's not nice to leave you drinking alone. I appreciate that one. He said, beer is cheaper than women and gas, bro. Okay, so I go and get, I love to go eat sushi. My girl says, Italian is not your favorite food. It's got to be sushi now. But when I go, I get these large crafts of sake, right? And it's $10 a large craft, 10 to 11, 9 to 11 bucks, right? And I usually get about 2 of them because I'm a big ass dude and I like to. This makes me feel good, but without getting me like super drunk. Anyway, we went to the liquor store. The bottle, like a huge ass bottle, right? Like 750 milliliters or something like that, right? 13 bucks, bro. And the other night when I was testing out my new sake kit, right? So in the other room is the candles that heat up the sake. $13, man, for me to be able to drink this shit at home and feel good. Man, I'm gonna tell you, if we do this, my goal is to do the Friday night jam session. If we do this Friday night jam session, I'm probably gonna have sake. I'm probably gonna have old fashioned. I can't tell y'all. And I even got a truly right here, just something a little light. I don't know. I can't tell y'all what's gonna happen. I know that last Friday night jam session, by the end of it, I think it was 3-4 hours. I was drunk. I ain't gonna lie, I was drunk. I wasn't like, I never get stupid drunk, but I'm gonna tell you, for Sean, I was drunk. I was having a good old time. Oh man, this thing going down quick. Yep, let's pour all that up in there. I don't even know why I'm playing around. All right, let's get to the next video, man. We got a lot to get through tonight. I want to make sure we touch these topics. Now, y'all saw this on the thumbnail, but this is a point. The point that I'm trying to make with this next video, right? There's a point. Hold on, let me get this up on screen. Right, y'all seen this on the thumbnail. It's a very quick video. I just want y'all to hear it real quick.
I'm looking for the rich niggas. I'm looking for the hood niggas. And I'm looking for the bar. Who gonna pay my tab?
Man, I'd play it again, but it might crack some of y'all screens, man. So I ain't trying to do that to y'all. Okay, let me put this up like this. I need y'all to understand, particularly the women, okay? For me, I'm talking about me, Sean C, okay? Let me tell you how I feel about this. Generally, I really don't give a shit what most people do. I don't, okay? I don't. When it comes to these topics, though, I heard a woman say once that all men want to do is put women down. And I don't want to do that. I don't generally do that in real life, right? I don't. If you hear the way I talk to people, I'm very positive to everybody. As long as you're not negative to me or treat me badly or talk down to me or, most of the time they're like, you know what? Your energy, I don't want to be around. I don't need to be around you, right? If you're not my people, I don't need to be around you. I don't have a problem with people dressing up, feeling good. Like, man, look, if you knew me, if y'all really knew me, you would know that I like to have a good time, right? That's who I am to my core, right? If you've been on my Friday night jam sessions, if you're not subscribed to this channel, you're going to see on Friday how I get down. I'm just chill, bro. Just same Sean. But this right here, the problem that a lot of men have with dating women today is that they overvalue themselves. It's not to say that you shouldn't be more confident. It's not to say that you shouldn't speak up. It's not to say that you shouldn't try to dress and look the best that you can. I would expect this of men too. Oh man, no women want to talk to me. Bro, you ain't got no haircut. Your clothes are just unkempt and dirty. They're wrinkled. You in jeans and a goddamn t-shirt. You want a woman to take you seriously. I would say the same thing. Dress up, man. Feel nice. You know what I used to say? I used to say that I used to say person. I'd say man, because we end up paying for it. So I'd say every man. I used to say this. Once a month, once a quarter, once every 6 months, once a year, okay? Should get with a group of his guy friends, and you guys should throw down for a VIP once a year. I'm not saying that anymore because things have changed since I said that. But I think that as a group of men, put your money together, get a VIP for one night. Talk about it. Hey, if it costs, well, VIPs are different now. Now, like if you come here to Vegas and you want a VIP, they're in the thousands still, right? But think about it. If you got a crew of 5 dudes and y'all got 200 to throw down on a VIP, right? Just say it's 1,000. Y'all got 200 to throw down. Do it every 6 months, once a year. Here's the reason why I said that. Hear me out. And it still goes with what I'm talking about. You're with your dudes, it's gonna feel real good for y'all to be up there and to have that space. Okay, you're going to attract females, even though they may not be your type and you may not want to really deal with them in real life. The point is, you just feeling that is all a part of what I talk about with you scratching your claws, right? Right? It's a hunter. You need to scratch them claws and keep them ready. You don't have to be attacking everybody, but you need to remain dangerous as a man. Does that make sense? So that's kind of why I say, man, it feels good to be able to do that. Now, once you get to a certain point, certain age, you don't need to go out. You don't need to show off, and you don't need to do that. I told you, me and my girl go out. We'll have a couple drinks. We just people watching at this point. But for some of you that are a little bit younger, man, go out with your boys, put in, get yourself, feel good. Or someplace, I'm not even saying get a VIP. Go someplace where you can dress up and look nice and feel good, right? And then if you feel good, use that confidence, man, to do what you got to do. The problem I have with this,
I'm looking for the rich niggas. I'm looking for the hood niggas. And I'm looking for the bar. Who gonna pay my tab?
somebody said this in the comment of my baddies video. They said, the problem right now that we're seeing is that you got ones, two, I don't know about ones. I don't even know what a one would be, but well, a woman that's ran her mouth and she looks ugly, right? One. But two, three, threes, fours, fives, right? I didn't say fives. Like you got 2, 3s, and 4s, right? Because 5 ain't bad. 5 is an average woman, and that's not bad. Why this number thing that got people in their fucking feelings about being a 5, right? But 2, 3, and 4, right? You're not getting the average attention. You're not even getting average attention. And you think somebody's supposed to pay your tab. Ladies, for my ladies listening, okay? This is one of the problems. It's not to say that you aren't uniquely individual in your own right. It's not to say that there's something good qualities that some man might not find in you. But ma'am, you're wearing blonde hair. You're wearing hair that is not even natural to you. She obviously overweight. You're just wearing a damn t-shirt and somebody's supposed to pay your bills. Pay your tab. You looking for rich dudes. Why is a rich dude gonna mess with you? And let me tell you, man, I see this. Well, when I used to go out, but I used to see this all the time in Vegas. All the time. She looked like she in a casino. I can't really tell. Let me get a look real quick. Yep, that looks like a casino. Hell, that could be here in Vegas. Who knows? Look, her friend got a blonde wig too. Yo, they like baps in this thing or something, bro. Like, yeah, they like baps, bro. That could be here in Vegas. I don't know which casino, but I'm gonna tell you, this is common. This is common. This right here. Okay. I'm gonna catch a couple of these comments. I'm glad we got more people. Now we're ready to rock and roll. Preston says, yo, brother Adam Kids. Okay, yep. Oh, Tyler, man. Hey, man, great seeing you, bro. This is the Lizzo clone syndrome, bro. Lizzo snuck and lost weight on me. People are like, yo, you heard about that Lizzo thing? I'm like, man, I don't know what the hell you talking about. Man, Lizzo done lost weight. I'm like, what? And I still haven't even talked about it on the channel. Lizzo done lost weight. Salute to that woman. But here's the problem. For so long, she just had women like this, like, oh, I'm big and I'm beautiful, blah, blah. Listen, ladies like this, There are men that love big women. You got an audience that like you. It's crazy. Y'all listen to me, please. If you are a lady and you are a bigger girl, that you got men that like that. But then you talk like this. This ain't natural. Am I making sense? This shit ain't natural for you to be talking like that, man. Just be humble, be a cool person, have some decent convo, be a nice person. And some dude gonna come along and they gonna like you. You gotta wait too, right? Like if some people gotta wait a little bit longer than others. Let's be real about it. Not everybody get people instantly swooning and like, oh my God, you look so good. Not everybody gonna have that. But I'm telling you, there are dudes who will come up to you, right? Telling you. But y'all want to be something you're not, bro. And that's the right here. That statement, the ignorance of it, bro. Seriously. Shout out to the late Kevin Samuels for getting women their feelings about the numbers that they are and deserve. Yeah, that's what he did. Chris Jeezy, man, thank you, Benny. I can't date a woman that's 2 weight classes above me. Do you realize? Wait a minute, Chris Jeezy. You reminded me of something, brother. You know what you're reminding me of? That I have a folder. It's not dated yet. Once I put a date on it, I try to make that video within a certain time frame. But I have a video that we're going to talk about it. So I want y'all to know, y'all going to see this clip again. Y'all going to see this clip because it's quick. So I like to use those quicker clips in the beginning to kind of move things along and then get into what my point is. But the point is this right here. This right here. We're going to talk about this. Shout out to Medium Man because he talks about it. Hey, he talks about how like most women and most men are, in close to the same weight classes and blah, 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 until you get to black men and black women. And we're not. Our women weigh so much. Our women, oh my God, man. Our women weigh damn near as much, if not more, than the average black man. These little skinny YNs today, the average woman weighs more than these little YNs out there. Can't make it up. Adam says, Jabba the Hutt daughter looking for man. Jesus Christ. She definitely got stuck poop syndrome. Yo, oh my God. Y'all is wilding. No, wait. That's amazing. Oh my God. Oh, is it Friday already? Or is it Friday? Because I feel like it's Friday. God dang. Yo. Advance, bro. He said it looks like her blood type is Sweet Baby Ray's.
Trick-ass mob. Trick-ass mob. Bitches and skip scallywags. Hoes, heifers, hee-haws and hula hoops. Hee-haws and hula hoops.
Don't make her look at you weird, bro. I can't with y'all, bro. No. Okay, Chris Jeezy, after yours the last one. Hold on. I'm gonna get down to that one. Let me hold on. Oh my God. What's wrong with y'all, man? She's not just shaving her legs. Oh, yo, she looks like Faith on Love. I'm dead, bro. Oh, yo, okay, you know what? Okay. Just, I got to do it, bro. Oh my God. Oh. Oh, 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 man. My God, bro. I'm done. I am done. I am done, man. Shout out to that brother, man. But God dang, bro. Y'all is vicious, bro. Y'all is gangster. Y'all is vicious tonight. Bro, he forgets hyenas. Yeah, bro, man. She looks like a well-groomed Chewbacca. Oh my God, bro. Like, yo, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Oh, what the F is smoking because Ray Charles could see that IQ test came back negative. Oh my God. All right, next, we gotta get to that. We gotta get back on track. So another issue that men have with modern women.
When I was 16,
today,
I got 3.
Another issue that modern women have today. We're gonna run through a few of these, okay? I think they're quicker clips for a couple of them. One of the other issues that men have with dating modern women today is that a lot of modern women have a past. Now, listen, if you're cool and you've learned from your past and that has caused you to change who you are for the better, men can overlook your past. I'm going to say that again. If you aren't the same person as you were before and you genuinely or you walk the walk, you talk the talk, you're doing the things that have changed you. You're not like, oh, well, I don't like if you're a woman that is bitter and angry, but you've healed, then you're not healed. Okay. So men can detect that because if you don't come off a certain way, you be like, you're healed, but you still giving off you're damaged. You know what I mean? It was not to say be naive, ladies. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying be naive. I'm saying if you can't even give a person a chance, you're not healed. So a lot of women have pasts, and we're about to hear one of them right now. Check this out. I'm going to put her up there so I can take a bite real quick of this damn pizza roll.
When I was 16, I got 3 trains ran on me in 1 week by
What?
3 different niggas each time. We listen, but we don't judge. When I was 15, I had snuck some niggas in my dad's house. They stole my sister's tablet, and I was looking under the couch like I ain't know where it was at, but I knew they had stole her tablet, so I had to act like I ain't know. We listen, and we don't judge.
Ma'am, we are totally about to judge you. We are totally about to judge this. Matter of fact, what was that first thing she said?
When I was 16, I got 3 trains ran on me in 1 week.
Yo. You know what? I want y'all to pay attention to something. I'm gonna start it from the beginning. This is we listen, but we don't judge. I'm gonna play it again. When I tell you what I'm thinking right now, y'all will see it too. Watch this.
When I was 16, I got 3 trains ran on me in 1 week by 3 different niggas each time. We listen, but we don't judge. When I was 15, I had snuck some niggas in my dad's house. They stole my sister's tablet, and I was looking under the couch like I ain't know where it was at, but I knew they had stole her tablet, so I had to act like I ain't know.
See that right there? Right there. Y'all see it? What do y'all see on her face? What do y'all see on her face? Y'all see a damn smile. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Y'all, like not y'all, but I'm saying people might crash out on people that, holding secrets or, they're not bringing up something, whatever, about who they are, whatever. And I'm not saying that, we should be, especially here on these spaces, obviously we need to be transparent enough so that we're authentic, but not so transparent that that it can put us in danger or anything like that. Okay, because we're just regular people too, right? Just regular people talking our shit. But why isn't this woman and women like her, why aren't they ashamed to say this shit on social media? Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Why isn't she more ashamed that she shouldn't? Why would you put that out there? You think that if you put this out in front of millions of people, people won't judge you for that? People judge you for the stupidest shit, bro. Y'all should see the shit I get judged for in my comments, bro. Nah, I don't give a shit. But you should see the shit I get judged for in the comments. And this woman felt comfortable enough to say this.
When I was 16, I got 3 trains ran on me in 1 week.
She felt comfortable enough to say that shit on social media. Ladies, whether you want to admit it or not, this is important to this is important to men this is important to men who aren't out there playing. It's important. If the man ain't out there playing, this should be important. Now, I know that there's guys that are like, oh man, it don't matter her past and this and the third. I told you, the only time her past shouldn't matter is if who she is, the way she walks, the way she doing her thing is who she is now. Does that make sense? We can overlook some of the past things that women have done. We can. I don't want to know about it, but I can overlook it. I can overlook it because I see who you are. But if I see, here's the thing. Gents, back me up on this. But here's the thing. If you saying...
When I was 16, I got 3 trains ran on me in 1 week.
If you saying this indicates to a man that in 3 months, 3 years, whatever, that you're going to present this behavior again or anything similar to this behavior, deuces, okay? I'm moving on to something better. Not trying to make it work. Deuces, okay? That's what's about to happen, okay? That's what's about to happen to you, okay? Chris Jeezy ain't never lied right there. I'll disown my daughter if I found that out. Yeah, listen, in your house, son, in your house, making you think, bro, game over here. Shout out to Into the Deep Podcast, man. Great to see you. Whoa. He said, what up, gents? What's up, Into the Deep Podcast? Great to see you there, bro. Miss Piggy says, get in my belly. It's sad and scary at the same time. Matrix, that is exactly, yes. It is. It is really sad and scary at the same time that you think you're talking to a good woman. But I mean, look, other thing is, ladies, I'm not saying this is a giveaway, but I'm saying dudes are going to look at you a certain way. Look, if you just look at this photo, this picture of her, she got a breast tattoo. Now, does that make you a bad person? Absolutely not. But look, let's go through this. She step up. She got tattoos all on her chest. Dudes look at this, and it's almost red flags now. It's red flags. This girl got braces on. Even the nerdy ones you can't trust no more, bro. I was almost about to do a video on that, bro. You can't even trust the nerdy ones. Actually, that was in my last video. It was the chick that had the glasses on. right? The young lady there had the glasses on with the braid, like with the rolls, corn rolls, and then she had the long, the shit braided in there. She had braces on and glasses, talking about, talking to me. Let me see. Maybe I can find that video real quick. In the Lead the Baddy video alone. Bro, you can't even trust the nerdy ones. Right here. This chick right here. Bro.
If a man want to see me, I can tell you what you're not going to do. You're not going to pull up at my house, and I'm not going to come outside and talk to you in a car. I'm not 18, 17, baby. I'm literally 22, baby. I want to go somewhere. Like, honestly.
Ma'am, you're 22. You still, oh my God. Maybe because I'm older. Oh my God. I'm not 17, 18. I'm 22. Bitch, you're still a young woman. I'm sorry I said the B word. Excuse me to my ladies out there. I apologize. That was wrong. Blame it on the alcohol. Sorry. Blame it on that shit. But look, hear me out. Hear me out. Young lady, you are 22. Man, my daughters are older than this girl. Insane, man. Insane. Now, listen, I'm not trying to get back on this video. I just brought this up for a point to say that even the good ones have a past. Even the good ones have a past. And I'm not telling you to knock a woman for her past. I'm saying that it is imperative on you, if you want something more, that you need to dig and find that past before you take it to a certain level. And that might take a little time. It might take time. Look, the days of just getting married quick and like, oh, we love each other and we're going to get married. It's only been less than a year or less than 2 years. Them days is done. You are a fool if you, look, if you get married, that's on you. But I'm going to tell you, and even that's foolish nowadays. But if you do get married and you're going to get married quick in today's society, no, sir. No, sir. We are no, TFG Uncut is not co-signing on that. I'm serious. I mean, it's your life, but son, no. Okay? Right? Let me catch a couple of these comments and we'll move on to the next video. The question is, are you the type of man to put a ring on her finger? Adam, that is a very good question, a very good comment, actually. And I try to bring that up in every video now, okay? Because it's one thing to mock these women for, hey, they're not this and they're not that. But we have to be that. But the reason why I don't really dwell on that for too long, Adam, is because I make the assumption that everyone here is gents. And when I say you're a gent, right, you may not be where you want to be, but you're actively working to get there. Does that make sense? You're actively trying to be a better dude for you and your family and for whatever future you're trying to build. I'm not saying you're perfect, right? Nobody's claiming to be perfect here. But the point is, you're working to be the best version of you because you find that the value in you being the best version of you overweighs trying to be something that other people would have you be. I don't know if that all makes sense to you guys. When I say gent, that's what I mean by it. That's what you're hearing from me. As a gent, you're trying to aspire to be on your purpose and be the best version of yourself so you can live your best life. Jesus Christ. Ziggy, office light off.
Okay.
Thank you. So that we have to be where we need to be at too. I agree with that. So we have a walking sleazy 304 thief on 16th Street. First impression. Eve was the last person that could overcome the blank tattoos. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Eve was nice with it. Yeah. Yeah, Eve was real nice with that. Yeah, I like that comment. I like that comment. That's approved. That's TSG approved. It's like a man saying, I've been a former drug addict, alcoholic, wife beater, and compulsive gambler, but that's all in my past. Then again, a lot of women would date that guy. Oh my God. Where are we at on clips? Not there yet. But Zick, first of all, shout out to you for being here. Thank you. But Zick, you're not wrong. Zick, you're not wrong. Advance says, if you start a sentence with, we listen, but we don't judge, you ain't right. If you start a sentence with, we listen, but we don't judge, you're getting judged, right? Because, and I'm going to get nerdy. I'm going to get nerdy right now. If you tell people to not do something, the brain tries to do the opposite. It's this weird psychological trick. It's like if I told you, I'm gonna show you right now. I'm gonna prove it to you right now, and I want you to, after I do it, I want you all to think about what I said to you and how you felt for a brief moment. You ready? Okay. I know you guys are going to agree with the next woman because she is absolutely correct. You cannot not agree with her. You have to agree with this woman's perspective that I'm about to show you in this next clip. You have to agree with her. Okay? You have to.
If I was with a guy, I couldn't be with a masculine man because I'm masculine. So if I was to find the guy that just so happened, you know what I'm saying, it just connects and that's just what's meant for me. I would really want him to be feminine. I want him to shut the fuck up and cook and clean and do all that type of shit. I feel like that's cool. Like, okay, it works. We balanced. Is he gay though? If he likes that, maybe he is. She. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he is. She. I wouldn't mind that either. I don't know.
Now listen, here was my point. I told you that you had to agree with this woman. Now you probably wouldn't agree anyway, but tell me you didn't feel like after you heard what she said that you didn't like feel more strongly about what the hell she said. Like you felt really like, what the hell is she? Like you felt like you should have smacked her in the face. Damn, it was saying something so stupid. Right? So it's like you literally can use subtle manipulations like that to make people feel more strongly. Like you're already going to feel a certain way, but you would feel more strongly that this woman was wrong. But let me tell you, it don't even take me doing psychological fucking saying something to try to make you feel a certain way. This shit was crazy, bro. Look, just experiment aside. Just listen to this crap again, real quick.
Really? If I was with a guy, I couldn't be with a masculine man because I'm masculine. So if I was to find the guy that just so happened, you know what I'm saying, it just connects and that's just what's meant for me.
Let's stop it right there. I couldn't be with a masculine man. Now, why did I put this clip in here? Y'all know me. Y'all know the way I get down. There's a meaning behind everything. I put this shit in here. Doesn't it seem like, and gents, answer in the comments if you agree with me, you don't. If you don't agree with me, don't agree with me. But I'm saying, doesn't it seem like the reason why women are undateable is because it seems like they all think like this? Like in there, they say like, this is what they say. This is what we're hearing. They don't say this particularly, oh, men not men no more, but their actions say this. Tell me you agree. Their actions say this, even though that's not what they're saying, right? Like they say, oh, men need to be men. Men are a bunch of wimps, blah, 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 blah. Right? They say one thing and mean another. Because they absolutely go for men who they feel are masculine. The only problem is what is masculine to modern women today is the men who actually mean them no good. The men that women complain about the most are the ones that they see as the most masculine. Not in all this information age, okay? You would think with all the technology, all the information, you would think that the most masculine man, right, in terms of, I can say masculine in terms of that, but I'm saying you would think the most desirable man is the man in this day and age that is intelligent. You would think that. But here's the thing. No matter how much technology we have, we are the most stupidest in all of human history. We well, that's not true. But I'm saying we are pretty damn dumb in the modern age of technology. We're the stupidest we've ever fucking been. You can't make it up. Willie Harvey says, I agree 1 million. Appreciate that. Leave them to Monkey Sims and Dim Sum and the Pet Wallet Step. Nacho, he said that's for the simp economy. Yep. I judge so I can avoid BS. Man, I judge so I can avoid that shit too. Yep, that is a simp economy. She's 22 and still having no clue talking about the last chick. Yep. Donald says, don't care for pimps and simps. Cold gold diggers and big-headed crimps. Hey, Preston, you got some competition down there. Donald is dropping them rhymes on us tonight. And we are more than help. We are more ready to receive all of it, man. Don't look up. Yep. I don't hold people accountable for past mistakes if they learn from them. However, some mistakes are unredeemable, destroying your future. You know what? Adam is absolutely correct. And I'm going to leave this comment up on the screen because we need to talk about this, okay? Real quick, and then we need to get back to this video. We're breaking this down real quick. There are some actions that are unredeemable. There absolutely is. If you is the type of person that screwed over your own kids to get ahead, or you left your kids to be with a dude and then you found out he was bad and then you recovered your life, whatever, something inside of you is so dark that you would go against your normal programming to stay and be with your kids as a woman. Like, you could change, but there is something wrong with you. And I don't think most men have the stomach nor the capacity to figure out what the fuck that is, if that makes sense. Okay? Agreed. I found that a lot of masculine women are victim of some form of abuse. Yes. Which, if you start to perceive that from a woman into the deep, doesn't that come off as a red flag? You see what I'm saying? Like, if you can perceive that this woman is portraying this masculinity almost like a front, isn't it a red flag to you that, oh, there's something deeper there? You know what I mean? And ladies, men, listen, we may not be always smart about certain things. Let's just be real, dude. Sometimes we just like, like sometimes we stupid as shit about stuff, right? It's as smart as we can be. But there's always this thing that, women are more, able to perceive things and men, and we can, we got more of these instincts. And listen, women's instincts be on point about certain things. But you have it too. And a lot of the times, us as men, we can sense those red flags. We decide not to listen. We decide, right? We decide not to listen to ourselves. That hot thought pocket isn't worth the blow pop. Oh my God. Yo, they want what they cannot have. You know what? This is my first comment I got to write down to tell you, put a pin in that. All right, Matrix? I'm going to give you credit for it when we come up to this video because you already called it. What? But can't have. We are going to talk about that at some point when we get through these videos, okay? We might have to run a little fast to do some of these. They want weak men to rule the world. Yeah. I judge people by their hearts. I don't waste my time with people who have ugly hearts. Me neither, Adam. Me neither. Me neither. Absolutely. Yep, Rick. It's penalty on the play, baby. Oh, Smiley Man, thank you for being here. He said salute to King. Yeah, bro. Thank you for being here. Look, real quick, let's just hear this last part.
I would really want him to be feminine. I want him to shut the fuck up and cook and clean and do all that type of shit.
Stop. Now, here's the thing I'm going to say about this real quick, right? Let me put it back on the lady who said all this. She said she wanted him feminine to cook clean. Did you just hear this? Hear this real quick. Ladies, any women listening, I want you to hear this again. Hear this.
If I was to find the guy that just so happened, you know what I'm saying? It just connects and that's just what's meant for me. I would really want him to be feminine. I want him to shut the fuck up and cook and clean and do all that type of shit.
If I'm gonna finish playing like chill.
I feel like that's cool. Like, okay, it works. We balanced. Is he gay though? If he likes that? Maybe he is she.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe he is she. I wouldn't mind that either.
I don't know.
My point for letting that play out, but the thing she said, ladies, can you imagine in 2025, 2024, let's say 2023, 2024, you imagine if a dude said it the way she said it? I want a bee to cook and clean and shut the hell up and just look pretty or whatever, right? If a dude says that in this society, if a dude says it, he's getting filleted, canceled, right? I don't know about canceled anymore, but canceled, okay? Why is it okay for women to get away with this? And if you're a woman who gets mad about this type of content, these type of channels, what men are saying and thinking, and you're not getting mad about this shit right here, you don't have something to say in these comments right here, but you got it coming down in mine and say some shit, you are part of the problem, ma'am. You are the reason this shit is fucked up. Yes, I did the whole curse word gambit on that. Okay? You are the problem. Because you'll come and tell me some shit, but you won't tell this young lady shit. You won't mentor this young lady. Why is she talking this way? She clearly don't want another woman because she's talking about a dude. Why is it double standard? Put a pin in the double standard thing. We're going to get to our next video. I'm going to show you in this next video about how things are not reciprocal. Okay?
There is
here's the thing. Shout out to my people out there in the UK. All right, I got this is actually on this from a clip from the BBC network. Okay, shout out to the UK there. All right, check this out.
There is nothing sexier to me than a guy who is emotionally intelligent.
What does that mean? What does emotionally intelligent mean? Because it means one thing to a man, and then it means something separate to a woman. Now let's hear this conversation.
Yeah, but that's a different thing. Emotionally intelligent and a guy that's emotional, two different things.
What does emotional mean to you?
If men actively go, I had a cry, 90% of women are turning off, bro.
Are they?
100%. For example, if me and you were on a date and you're like, oh my God, I've had a terrible day, I had to have a cry on a bus here, I'd be like, oh, you're right. Whereas you'd go, this loser.
If you had said exactly what I'd said to you, I'm not going to lie, I'd find it really discombobulating.
Right there. Right there. We're going to listen to the rest of it. She literally started off by saying, I want a man that's emotionally intelligent. But if a man says, yo, I had to kind of cry it out today, she would find it discombobulating. I'm guilty of having done that. Obviously, a tragedy kind of hit me and my family. I was dating somebody at the time. And I just had one of them moments where the shit hit me because I hadn't really dealt with it. Or I was still dealing with it, whatever. And I broke down because I'm thinking of that person in the moment. And, you kind of get them, like, that alcohol, man. If you're thinking about the wrong thing when the alcohol hit, you know what I mean? And listen, she was a little off put by it. And you know what? I get it. I know that why she was. I know why she was. Right? But at the same time, you know what tragedy befell me. Some of you guys already know. Okay? You know what I've lost. And you couldn't look at me as a human and say, wow, this is really affecting him, and I have empathy. No, it's just exactly what this woman said. Right here, I'm gonna back it up.
Are they?
100%. For example, if me and you were on a date and you're like, oh my God, I've had a terrible day, I had to have to cry on the bus here, I'd be like, oh, you're right. Whereas you'd go, oh, this loser.
If you had said exactly what I'd said to you, I'm not going to lie, I'd find it really discombobulating because I've never heard a man, I've never heard a man talk like that. And what you've just done is you've just highlighted how easy the hypocrisy in society, right?
Yes. There's a hypocrisy in society about we want men to be emotionally intelligent, but if we see you display any kind of emotions or feelings, we're going to look down upon you. You are not a man. I am not attracted anymore. While at the same time, you have a bunch of women who are raising men, single moms who are raising young men, and wonder why these young dudes today are so emotional. I'm not even talking about like a tragedy befell them like me. I'm saying these dudes are starting square one emotional. That's the baseline. And then, you judge the men and be like, oh, well, they're acting like little bitches. Y'all raised them. Y'all raised them.
Double standards. If a guy said or verbatim the same thing to the girl, I don't want to say I'd judge the guy, but I would find it odd because guys never do that. Guys never talk that way.
Because we fucking can't talk that way. Y'all judge us. You put us down. It's off-putting to you.
I don't subscribe to the belief that guys need to cry to be healthy men.
Okay, this is where me and that guy disagree. Crying is a normal emotion. If it wasn't meant for a man to cry, then why do men have tear ducts as well? Like, it's crazy. Like, really think about what I'm saying. Why would you have tear ducts if it wasn't meant for you to cry? Now, what I've always said on this channel is that if you have to cry about something, you cry by yourself, or you go cry to your mama if you love her and she loves you and you trust her. That's who you cry to. Now, in theory, if you had a really good woman, you could be able to cry in front of your woman. Not all the time. I just cry. I was like, oh, my boss yelled at me. Like, if you a dude doing that shit, you're going to be alone. You're going to be alone. You probably shouldn't reproduce. I'm saying this, okay? You probably shouldn't reproduce. We don't need your genes in the gene pool, okay? But what I'm going to say to you is this. If you got to get that shit out, get it out. And even if you by yourself, cry hard, get that shit out, then go to the gym, punch the shit out of the bags, lift some weight that's really like not heavier than you normally lift, but not gonna kill you. Go and get all that shit out and be good for a number of years again. Great. There's dudes crashing out now. There are dudes that are taking their cell, like, right? Control all deleting. There's dudes doing this stuff because they're, man, I'm hard, bro. I'm hard. Right? So this is, we gotta, that's why I made the video about not letting women define what manhood is. Because at the end of the day, you as a man, you're a human being, bro. You're a human being. You know what? Say what y'all will. I did not judge Tyrese when he cried about his kids. I wasn't. I was like, oh man, this dude is vulnerable, bro. He's being vulnerable. Because I know that feeling. Listen, let's just listen to what he said again. Here, just listen to this again.
To the girl, I don't want to say I judge the guy, but I would find it odd because guys never do that. Guys never talk that way.
I don't subscribe to the belief that guys need to cry to be healthy men.
He doesn't describe the belief that men need to cry to be healthy. If it is in your emotions to cry, again, you don't do it in front of people. You do it when you get by yourself. I can admit as a man that I've cried over my kids many a nights. When you sitting there alone and you like, man, I want my goddamn kids. And you got a woman who using your kids against you. Or you talk to your kids and you can feel that they love you and they miss you, but you dealing with this person and you telling me that you don't cry over missing your kids or you losing your mom or come on, man. It's healthy to cry in those situations. Because if you don't do that, you're gonna pop. Okay? Too many dudes are popping. They pop it and take it out on other people, or they pop it and they take it out on themselves. Let's be real about this shit, bro. Let's be real about it. We're going to talk about it. Let's talk about it. This is a very dangerous statement. Again, I don't subscribe to you crying in front of your woman if you don't trust your woman like that. If you don't have years, time, and experience, don't. Yourself in your own home or your closet or some private place, in a pool, whatever, where nobody knows, you know what I mean? Or with your mom. Or if you got a boy that's your brother, you can cry with that dude. That's your brother. I got dudes like that I trust that if I cry for some reason, they ain't gonna look at me like Sean or Punk. That's my brothers. Don't subscribe to these goddamn lies. Listen, if I didn't say nothing else, that's like nothing else that I say from this point on is important to you. Remember what I just told you, okay? This will save lives. I know it will. Okay? If you don't hear nothing else I say tonight, nothing else, don't listen to this bullshit, okay? I want to take some of your comments, but we're a little bit on time, and that's my fault from going long-winded. But I'm going to catch y'all comments, so let me just move on a couple more of these videos real quick. So another issue is that women think it's very simple, like, oh, dating should be simple, right? You just do this and, like men just did this and blah, 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 and it's all good. See, because from their perspective, they think it's easy, but it's not as easy because a lot of women don't have to deal with all the rejection. And let's be real about something. Personally, I don't care about the rejection, but that took a long time to get there. Some men still care about the rejection. For one reason or the other, you have to get over that hurdle yourself, man. But what I'm going to tell you is this. Ladies, it is not that easy. And again, it's because you don't have to deal with the constant rejection like men do. Let's check this video out. Ziggy, stop.
Like women, all they want is you to take them to dinner, say they're beautiful, listen to what they have to say, and we're all about it. And they just make it so difficult.
You think it's that easy?
I really do. I went on a date with a man. I never met him. We went to a video game bar, played fucking Mario Kart. We had drinks. We vibed.
Where's that guy now then?
Got him. Got him. Got him. I'm going to leave that look on her face. Say, look, he not around. He is not around. I have another clip that I purposely put right behind this one to prove and back up this point. Here we go. This is how much I thought about this shit. Y'all know me. Y'all know me. Watch me back this up.
I had a boyfriend, he was treating me right. Like, he was being so great to me. He would love me so much, pay for all my shit, like, treat me like a fucking queen. You know what the fuck I did? I like some fucking little boy. He was cute and shit. Fucking broke as fuck. And I went and started fucking with him, and I lost the right man.
Because of IG. That's why y'all need to delete Mark Zuckerberg. I'm on it. So y'all ain't gonna say it, I'm gonna say it.
I lost the right man that treated me like a fucking queen. Bro, bum ass.
Right there. Right there. Gents, I can't wait to read y'all comments on this one. This right here. This. So many videos are made. And this is the point. This is the point. Oh, it's so easy. You know, we went on a good date, blah, blah, blah. Where's that dude? He's not around. And then when you have the dude, what do y'all do? Y'all don't look. This is what I'm convinced of. Gents, this is what I'm convinced of. The women today are so damaged, so abused, so neglected, lack self-esteem, and they definitely don't take accountability so much that they hate themselves so much that they would get rid of a dude who's treating them right for a dude who gonna just have him for a night. That's where women are nowadays. Think back to the woman that didn't love herself enough that at 16 she had 3 trans ran on her in 3 days. How can you tell me that young lady loves herself in that situation? She then burned all her oxytocin receptors. She cannot pair bond. And let me tell you something. This is not that video for this, and I know I need to make this video at some point, but the reason why, ladies, your body count matters is because as you sleep with more and more men and you burn those oxytocin receptors, the chances of you staying with me go down exponentially. And you can sit there and say, well, I'm not like that. The goddamn numbers, the percentages say that you are going to screw me over. The percentages say it. So if I'm a man that loves myself, why the hell am I going to put myself in this situation knowing the data? These young men today, y'all like, why are y'all always talking about this shit? Because the young men got data that we didn't have back in the day. So the reason why dudes ain't dating y'all asses is because they got the data. They know. Well, you know, them statistics ain't, you know, well, I got my own facts. No, you don't get to have your own facts. I don't give a fuck what people say nowadays about, oh, alternative facts and this, that, and the third. Facts is facts. Let's just get that straight. You don't get to make up your own facts. You don't get to just, well, you know, that data, I hear what it's saying, but I don't like what the data is saying. No, that's what the percentages are saying. This is real. You don't get to make up your own shit. No matter what people tell you, it doesn't change what the truth is. And I don't know about y'all, but I can't live in it. I can say live, but that's a little strong word. I cannot be in an environment, okay, where the truth can't thrive. And if I'm telling you the truth and you can't live with that, I'm going to remove myself from the situation. It might hurt, but I'd rather remove myself from the situation than to be in an environment that's going to degrade who I am and maybe take me down ultimately. No, you can't. Shout out to you, Belladonna. You can't make up your own shit. Yeah, you can't. In all seriousness, TSG newsflash, ladies, you're the one who literally chose the decisions that you all created. If anything, it's gone past redundant. It's not your fault. I missed the rest of that. We know why. Baby leg. Our boss says the grass is greener on the other side, myth and delusion. Yo, our boss for the... Remember I said earlier, I wrote this down. For this clip right here, right? She said she had a good man and she went for the bum. And Major basically talked about they want what they can't have. You can't make it up. It ain't about can't have. It's like they're not satisfied. Zoomer Doomer says the art of finessing on the gram needs to be studied. Bro, conspiracy theory, Zoomer Doomer, sent you Zoomer Doomer. Conspiracy theory. It has been studied. And the people that studied it is putting that shit on us right now. You want conspiracy theory studied? They studied us already and they know us better than ourselves. That's why they shame us that try to do things that are healthy aside from this stuff because they want us to be in this. It's been studied. They're using it against society right now. It's weaponized. I cried once to a woman and I was younger. Big mistake. And she told everyone I was sensitive and every guy went for her. Yep. That's a mistake, man. It's a mistake. It's like, I remember my first breakup, bro, and I cried like a little bitch. I did, man, because it hurt. It hurt. And I didn't have not one damn man around to talk to about it at that time. Not one. I went through that shit alone. Fuck, it would have been so good to have talked to my uncle or, hell, my stepdad wasn't even around at the time. I think him and my mom was fighting. I should have talked to Mr. Barry across the street, him and his wife, whatever. He had me under the wing like a son. But there's also the hood. There's also that thing in the hood where you crying and empathy and your feelings is weakness, man. But I cried in front of my mom. And my mom was like, it's... All right, we're back. I cried in front of my mom, man. And my mom took a while before she was like, she accepted. All right. What the hell is going on with the feed? Sorry about that, y'all. Women are trapped in their feelings and they sleep with numerous men to feel it. Yeah. Rejection is one thing, but it's bad for us because they don't have to put up with themselves like we do. Unacceptable and unrealistic. Yep. Belladonna says a girl like that is brain dead. Absolutely. I agree with you, baby. In all seriousness, these people who are the ones who literally made the choice they created and the decisions to walk over people and not pay for their consequences. Let me tell you something, man. I've said this, and Preston, you've heard me say this many times. You don't get to be unaccountable for your actions and it not eventually catch up to you, okay? It catches up one way or the other. Now, you might get away with it for a time and maybe a long time, but it catches up with you at some point, okay? And if it don't catch up with you, it's going to catch up with the people that you supposedly care about. It catches up with somebody. Somebody is going to pay for the lack of accountability, right? It's call it karma or whatever. It's I've never not seen it not catch up to somebody. They want what they can't have, and what they have they cannot keep. Ooh, that's a good one too. They cannot keep them. Yep. Remember that old school jam by Bloodstone? go in and cry, my son, cry till your tears are done. Yeah, right. Because that whole myth of men can't cry, real men don't cry, bro, that's a lie. I'm not saying there's a us that grew up in a different era, right? We were told you're not supposed to cry. Everybody's manly men. Everybody wanted to be like, Stallone and Schwarzenegger and Jean-Claude Van Damme. And there was all these fucking beefy men and just hard-ass dudes and shit like that. We grew up in an era where we weren't told to cry. We were told not to cry. And then, we played the dozens in the hood. So you couldn't cry because you lost. You know what I mean? And so there was all these things that train us to be hard. And we didn't have the option not to be at times because weakness in the hood is essentially like a death sentence, right? Like whether it be social death or real death, right? Later on or whatever. And so, again, I'm not telling men not to cry. I just said, hey, you need to be selective when and where you do it and around who you're doing it. I don't think that's not telling men not to cry. It's telling men that if you're going to cry, you take that time and do it to yourself. Don't let nobody see you do that shit, right? Let's get to the next spot, man. We got a few more of these to run. Oh, a few more. Goddamn. Oh, man. All right, we got 30 minutes, man. We got to run through this shit quick. We got to run through some of this quick. All right, this next clip, y'all, check this out. Now, imagine you're in a relationship. Tell me, listen, I'm not saying us men don't have faults in relationships. Ladies, I'm not saying that. I'm saying is you could be a man and you could be looking out for your woman and it not be appreciated. So this is another thing that men don't feel appreciated inside of relationships and or dating. Check this out. It's a very simple clip, but it's very powerful. Now check this out. Tell me if y'all catch it.
Stop leaving the light on. If you're the last person to leave, turn it off.
Okay. So she says, hey, the light is on, cut it off. Okay. Now this could be roommates, this could be her man, doesn't matter. The point is, she said, cut it off. Okay. All right. I'm going to listen to what you said. I'm the last one. I'm going to start cutting it off. Check this shit out.
I can't see anything. It would help if the porch light was on.
I thought that clip was so powerful. Ladies, this may not be you. This right here may not be you. But I'm telling you for a fact, this is some of the logic that some of you ladies have. So we'll be considerate and leave the porch light on because we know that, hey, look at this area. Look, let me put this up on the screen so y'all can see it. So this is one of them neighborhoods, right, where I don't know where this is at, Rhode Island. So let's say Rhode Island, so northeast, right? So there's probably not like a lot of street lights, but there's porch lights and shit like that. So it probably gets dark here. I lived in the northeast, right? It probably gets really dark. And so I'm being considerate. I'm being considerate of you. And I'm putting the porch light on because I know when I come up, I'm like, God damn, it's really dark. And here it is. I'm being considerate. You tell me.
Stop leaving the light on.
That's what you say. But I'm trying to be considerate. Why wouldn't I? It's dark here. Okay? So I thought ahead for you. Now, okay, I'm going to do what you say.
I can't see anything. It would help if the porch light was on.
Ladies, let me tell you how much you all don't understand us as men. Because when we love you and we care for you, we're going to do this. We're going to anticipate ahead of time for you. I'm going to put the porch light on because I know it's dark out there. I'm looking out for your best interest. And a lot of you women will have a dude who looks out for you and looks out for your best interest in the exact same way. And because shit don't happen the way you want it to, right? then you end up like this.
I can't see anything. It would help if the porch light was on.
A lot of y'all do that shit. A lot of y'all do that shit. Oh, you're trying to control me. No, I am trying to anticipate for you because I see what's coming. And a lot of you women don't think that fucking far ahead. And I'm not saying there's some brilliant ass women out there, but there's things like this that we do as men. That's why we're needy, because we think like that logically. Yo, this thing is dark. I want my lady to not come home and be in the dark. Y'all don't appreciate that shit. I just showed y'all in the previous clips how y'all will get rid of a good man for a bum ass dude. Now, another reason nobody want to date y'all is because y'all crazy. Y'all are crazy.
The side of my car, I actually just got painted over because she sideswiped it. Terry just did that. And there it is.
He literally just had that car painted. She came through and hit it again. Now, let me tell you, she might be hurt that he broke up with her, this, that, and the third. You might be hurt, ladies. I get it. Y'all in y'all emotions. But women are doing shit right now because of their emotions, and they have no regard for anything in the moment. Rationale won't even stop you from realizing you can go to jail. With him being on camera and you running that car right as he moves out the way, that could be attempted murder. She wasn't even thinking like that. She was, I'm hurt and I just want to run and do some stuff. And you have the singers that tell you to key a dude car and mess up the upholstery. And y'all singing, y'all clapping on. Oh, she dug my kid to the side and blah, blah, blah. His fucked up ride. Listen, y'all let y'all emotions get y'all in trouble. And the problem is this society isn't holding y'all accountable for it. It's allowing y'all to get away with it in certain instances. And one of the videos I'm going to bring up, I know I'm going back to the well eventually, not yet, it'll probably be end of this month, next month, but I'm going back to the well of these moms. There's a point I'm trying to drive home. I'm not trying to shame women for being single moms. I told you I don't have a problem with single moms. I empathize with single moms. I have a problem with women that's like, don't learn the fucking lesson from other women. Like, when are y'all going to hold each other accountable? The point that I'm saying is I'm going back to that well because there are a lot of women who are getting in their emotions and they are harming the kids. And that's what my next video on. So when you send that single mom video, these women are harming our kids, bro. They crashing out. They blaming the dudes, but they crashing out. If that's the case and you crashing out, give the kids to their dad or let the dad be involved so you don't crash out. But no, I want to hurt him. You all are so in your emotions and dudes don't want to deal with this shit. And y'all deal with it. This shit just don't even stand to be a single mom. It deals to even dating with y'all. And so it's causing a lot of women to think they can, look, man, I can do better. Everything is transactional. I can do
I didn't
better
know Lil Durk was still locked up. With that being said, it's free Lil Durk. Why? Because he is responsible for quite possibly one of the biggest spiritual awakenings of my life. I'm not kidding. About a year ago today, almost roughly, Drake came to town and Lil Durk opened for him. And I remember Lil Durk came out and my mom was sitting right next to me and she leans over and she was like, he looks like he smells good. And I was like, he does. Like he really did. And literally the whole night I was like, oh my gosh, like, am I a Lil Durk fan? Like I couldn't name you one Lil Durk song, honestly. Still to this day, I couldn't name one song. But
real quick, you notice the mom was egging it on. Now listen, you know the mom was like, oh, he cute, blah, blah, blah. But like, man, some of these women, their moms is like for some of y'all women, your moms is y'all put someone's stock on your mom, and your mom is damn near your worst enemy. Just saying. Just saying.
he just looked so good. So I remember going home that night and I walked into my apartment and my boyfriend at the time was like, hey babe, how was the concert? And I was like, oh, it was great. Like in the back of my head, I was like, Lil Durk, Lil Durk, Lil Durk. But literally in the back of my head, I was like, I think our time is up. Like between me and him, I think our time is up because I feel like I have seen the other side. Like I've seen that it could be better for me.
Right there. I'm gonna back it up. If y'all didn't hear that shit, right there.
Babe, how was the concert? And I was like, oh, it was great. Like
he was concerned. Babe, you enjoy yourself? Concert? Good? Oh yeah. She's about to lie to him.
in the back of my head, I was like, Lil Durk, Lil Durk, Lil Durk. But literally in the back of my head, I was like, I think our time is up. Like between me and him, I think our time is up because I feel like I have seen the other side. Like I've seen that it could be better.
Did y'all hear what she said? Did y'all hear what she just said? She says, I feel like in the back of my head, it could be better. I could do better. Too many women have this mindset like, I can do better. It's that I don't know if you ever heard that story about women choosing in an elevator and they can, exchange the one floor to the next floor, but they can't go back to the floor. They always think they can do better. Hypergamy. Hypergamy tells women, I have this, but I can do better. So women will give up on good dudes because they can do better. Let's continue to listen on.
For me, right? So I literally went to bed that night and I had a dream. I had a dream about Lil Durk. Not the dream that Martin Luther King had, right? But a dream nonetheless. And so I woke up the next morning and I was like, yeah, you need to pack your stuff. I think it's time to go. I made this big spiel about how like, yeah, I feel like we're two totally different people, which is true. Like we really had our issues, like to be real. But Lil Durk was the catalyst. Like to this day, Lil Durk opened my eyes, point blank period.
Gents, I'm going to leave it on this screen. You know how sad it is? This is it, ladies. Why do y'all keep talking about this? Because this story right here encapsulates, and the other young lady earlier, you all think y'all, I can do better than you. You think you can do better than that man, not realizing that you're no better than that man. You think you can do better than that man, but you're no better than that man. You might even be worse off. The girl had a good dude earlier. This chick had a good dude earlier, and she thought she could do better, and she wasn't better than that dude.
I had a boyfriend, he was treating me right. Like, he was being so great to me. He would love me so much, pay for all my shit, like, treat me like a fucking queen. You know what the fuck I did? I like some fucking little boy.
You didn't deserve that dude. You didn't deserve it. Y'all don't deserve good men. Oh, every woman deserves her man. Every woman deserves to be treated like a queen. Everyone deserves. No. Some of you all are terrible fucking people. You are terrible. You are a terrible person through your heart, through your black, cold, dark, stank, dank, rank heart. Okay? You are a terrible person. You should not. Everyone deserves love. No, you don't deserve love. No, you don't deserve love because you don't even love yourself. You don't deserve to love someone else because you really don't love them. You don't even love your damn self. That's some of you all. I said it. Yes, you don't deserve love. No. You're terrible people. You are terrible people. This is what they really want to do, gents. This is what they really want.
When you're younger in your 20s, like, who the fuck wants to get married and settle down?
Yeah.
Some people, but not me at that point.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to feel the thrill. I want to be getting my head bashed into the mattress. I want to be getting flipped upside down. And then I want to be getting ghosted the next day. I want to have my heart ripped out of my chest. And I want to do it all over again. And then some. And then when you get a little older, you're kind of like, I literally don't have time.
You literally are asking for this. And you can't tell me women don't feel like this women do. Like, I just want to go out. I just want to have fun with no responsibility and no accountability. And then when I get tired of it, I want to be able to be responsible enough to have all the things that I want because I deserve it. You do not deserve shit. And the same thing go for men. You go ahead and you wreck your fucking future because you're being a dumbass and you don't want to work, you're going to get what the hell you deserve. And here's the thing about being a man, okay? When you're a man and you do that shit, there's nobody going to pity you. You know, the saddest thing today is I had an optometrist appointment today. And I was going to an optometrist appointment and GPS had to take me another route because to get to the other freeway to get around to it, part of it was closed. So I had to go up a couple exits, get off on the exit, get back onto the freeway to get to the exit I wanted to because of construction, okay? It's always goddamn construction here. When I passed and got to the light to get back onto the freeway, there's a gentleman who, when I look at him, I would say he's older than me, but you know what? Funny thing is, we might be within 5 years of each other. This man is holding up a sign. And this is not me knocking this dude because there's going to be a lot more people holding up signs here in the next couple of years. And I don't really want that, but it is what it is. But here's the thing. Things happen. I get it. Men lose their jobs, one mistake, a divorce, anything can set a man back because nobody cares. But I can also tell you that that man that's out there holding that sign, if he was irresponsible like this woman is right here, he's out there with that sign because us men don't have a safety net. We don't have some man that's going to stump and scoop our asses up when we make bad-ass decisions. Society allows y'all to make mistakes, and then someone pays the price for it. Somebody has to pay for your mistakes and your dumbass decisions. But when you're a man, we make dumbass decisions for too long, we're going to be holding up signs. Society doesn't give a shit. Which makes me even crazier when I see homeless women, because it tells me like, yo, you messed up so bad that nobody took you in as a woman. As a man, I understand people don't take us in, but as a woman, yeah. Yeah. Right? And again, we talk about that accountability piece. Check this out.
Yo, the audacity of some women. She says most men will sit and watch a good woman walk away simply because she mistakenly slept with someone else. Now, what I don't understand is, how do you mistakenly sleep with someone else? I mean, I know this is 100% a rage bait, but you can't mistakenly sleep with anybody else. I don't care how drunk you get, because I tell men most of the time, any woman who says, oh, I'm so drunk and I slept with him. No, you're not going to sleep with a homeless man. You're going to sleep with somebody you're attracted to. Now, if you do mistakenly sleep with somebody else, that's you either being kidnapped or raped. And most men will definitely sit and watch a hoe walk away because she, quote unquote, mistakenly slept with somebody else. Good women don't do that. And you want to get married. Pack it up.
Yeah, exactly. You're not getting married. You're not getting married on that. It's not happening. King says women, they think their relationship options will always be what it was when they were younger. No matter what the examples before them say, they all think they're the exception. They all think that they are the exception to the rule. Yeah, she might have went through that, but I'm better than that 304. I'm better than her. That's the problem. Like, yo, it didn't work out for her, but you know what? It's going to work out for me. because I'm prettier and better. And this is the same shit that have women like this thinking like this.
I'm looking for the rich niggas. I'm looking for the hood niggas. And I'm looking for the bar. Who gonna pay my tab?
It's the same mentality, yo. It's the same mentality. I'm gonna let young dude ride on this real quick. Let me catch it. One more comment. 1.4 million women in the U.S. have an OF account. Don't be surprised those numbers are going up. Oh yeah, they're gonna try to make their money. They're welcome to your own shit show. Hope you bought alcohol. Chris says, shout out to you, Chris. They still think that that they're in their 40s. Yeah, they still think like that in their 40s. Absolutely. Our boss, man. Thank you. How did Dirk open your eyes? Let me put that woman up on the screen, because that one was ridiculous to me too. Our boss. That was really ridiculous to me, man.
I didn't know Lil Durk.
That is ridiculous. Dude is locked up now. Maybe she will put money on his books now in jail since she is single now. Bruh. Right here. This is what explains. It will never be enough. It will never be enough to women. Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's another one. Into the deep. The wall is undefeated, and they don't get that. The wall is no exception. I've said this all the time, gents, right? This is what I've said. Women are supposed to secure the best asset they can. When I say asset, their man, to create their families, to live their life. When they're young, they're most valuable, they're prettiest, they're most fertile. These are the years you're supposed to secure your man. You have a window. You have an ovulation window, right? That's when you have all your periods. That's your ovulation window. You only have a certain amount of time. Men want kids. That's why men end up with bad women, just to have kids. Because that is something in us that we want. We want to pass on our legacy. And so this man, so a man that's thinking just like you all want to have the best genes, the best DNA, quote unquote, the best. I don't know what the hell y'all picking now, but y'all want to have the best, option. That man also is supposed to bond with you when you're younger and you're most fertile, you're most pretty, you're most whatever, to do that. And then when you get older, he bonds with you. He loves you. He's not going anywhere. Even when the looks fade, that you're his woman. That's what's supposed to happen. But a lot of you all, you get ran through when you're younger. You look terrible, right? You might snag somebody, but then you want somebody to take you when you're older, ran through, used up, dried up. Your mindset is wrong. Your mindset is all messed up. You're not good to anybody. You're not a wife. You don't even know how to be good to your own family or people. Or you may not even have kids, so you have no clue what it's like to be a mom. And you all think that dudes want that shit. And you say you don't care. We don't care if dudes want it or not. Okay. Stand on business on that. But it's funny that you don't care, but y'all online talking about that shit. Because let's be real. Computer, Ziggy, stop. Let's be real about something. Let's be real. When men stop talking about it, if every man that's online just stop talking about this shit all at one time, just boom, boom. That means men have completely stopped caring. And that's a dangerous place to be. When we all just collectively just like, you know what? Kind of done. It's a dangerous place for you women to be at. It really is. That's not a threat. It's just telling you what it is. Shout out to you. I know someone waiting to find out to get some money. Shit on that. Shout out to moms in the house. Thank you for watching. It's moms right there if y'all didn't know. Okay. Paul says women seem to be followers these days and don't have minds of their own. They can sleep with their best friend's boyfriend and later say that they have some strong girl code but can't trust each other. Paul, that's a video that I'm starting a folder for that I started it, but I need more clips. But I want to show women again. I did a video on it once before, but we need to refresh that tree. That I want to show women that they think they can trust other women, but women are their worst enemies, right? You might hate what I'm telling you. Y'all might hate what Kevin Samuels was trying to tell you guys, but Kevin Samuels was telling you the truth. Your friends, the girls, the ladies that's bucking your head up and telling you, girl, you a 10 and your ass look like this right here. All your girls telling you a 10 and you look like this right here. Right?
I'm looking for the rich niggas. I'm looking for the hood niggas.
All your girls telling you you a 10 and you looking like this, they lied to you. Your girls will lie to you to keep you around to make themselves feel better. That's what kind of friends you got. They would lie to you instead of telling you the truth. Ain't nobody that love you gonna lie to you. They'd rather tell you the truth and you be pissed at them than for you to lie to them. Let me tell you something, man. Somebody there was a comment, y'all. My real gents don't care, but there was a comment. It was like, man, who talks to their mom about a relationship? I talk to my mom all the time about shit because she watches the channel. She watches Kevin Samuels. We talk about this shit because we trying to have, look, she cares about what I'm doing. And I know I bounce things off of her because she got more experience. Even if we've all messed up, we've all got mistakes. How do we learn from them? How do we teach each other? How do we grow? How do we become better? It's men and women together, right? So I talked to my mom about this shit, right? Right? And the one thing is that the reason why, one thing I can say about my mom is she will say like, yo, these women out here is something else today. There is something else. Let's listen to this young man real quick. He puts out
9 to 5, but he barely make $1,000 a week. That's nothing.
$1,000 a week is a lot of money. I now understand why this new generation does not want to date at all. Come here, because it seems incredibly tiring, right? There's so much pressure involved. Relationships nowadays seem more transactional than they do actually romantic, right? Because $1,000 a week is actually a good amount of money. That's $4,000 a month. And for one person, that's not bad at all. Now, to sustain two people's way of living off of that, that won't work, but that shouldn't be the case in the first place, right? When it comes to relationships, you should want to date somebody that makes you feel loved, respected, and feel safe and protected, and you can build a future with, right? You should want to spend money on your partner because you want to, not because it's obligatory, because it isn't, right? In this economy, if you're looking for somebody to just pay for everything, you're not looking for a partner, you're looking for a caretaker. And I'm pretty sure if you tell anybody, hey, do you want to be in a relationship where you just pay for everything? I don't think they want to do that.
Paul, thanks for the laugh on that. He said, Sean, she was a 10, but a 10 out of 100. Oh my God. That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that. Listen, this young man always puts out good content, good, good on him. I like when he, I don't see him all the time on social media, but every now and then his stuff passes and he does a good job, Listen, we only got a few more minutes left, but I want to show y'all something, okay? I almost started tonight's live stream with this clip, and maybe I should have, but I was like, you know what? I saved the deeper messages for the gents who willing to stay and rock with me, okay? So I have 3 clips left. 2 are going to be positive, but this first one, ladies, I'm talking to you on this one. This next clip that I'm going to play is a prime example of what men feel about modern women today. Men are seeing it. Before we didn't see it, but now we are seeing it. All the bad things that y'all, I'm not saying there's not bad men out there. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that all the bad things y'all say about men, the majority of men think like the man that's going to be in this clip. It's the men that y'all dealing with that don't give a shit. It's going to treat you and do you wrong. But y'all the ones are y'all the catalyst of this shit. Check this out. This was a very powerful clip.
Stephen, I just hope they weren't puppy dog tears and they were real tears and you were genuinely going to split that money.
I am going to split this. That's 50,000. I'm just, it's unbelievable. I'm very, very happy to go on with 50,000.
You were genuinely going to split.
If I stole off you, every single person there would run over here and lynch me.
There was no way I could, everyone who knew me would just be disgusted if I stole.
When people watch this, they're not going to believe it.
Listen, right now, they're on a game show. There's $100,000 for them to split between each other. And he is telling her, I am not going to screw you over. And she is looking there like, please don't screw me over, right? With the doe eyes. And he's saying, look, people would look at me like I'm the bad guy. And the truth is, if he screws over this woman, they will look at him like the bad guy. She just said, hey, my family going to look at me bad too. Let's see what happens.
Please.
I can look you in the, Sarah, I can look you straight in the eye and tell you I am going to split. I swear down to you, I am going to split.
Okay. Take her promise.
This is serious money. It is. Sarah, Steve, choose either the split or the steel ball now. Hold it up.
We're going on with 50 grand each. I promise you that.
Split or steel? You never know what's coming in this game. Congratulations, Sarah. You have just won £100,150.
Don't clap for her. What the hell is wrong with y'all people, man? Shout out to my people in the UK, man. That is crazy. That is absolutely insane. You know what was really, really messed up? This woman looks all innocent and shit, right? Look how innocent.
50,000. I'm just, it's unbelievable.
He was going to be grateful. Look, I don't need the whole thing. Hey, I'm okay with just, I don't need it all. And this is how most ladies, this is how most men are. Yo, I'm happy with, we got each other. We got each other. Not for modern women. It's not good enough. Just you.
Very, very happy to go on with 50,000. If I stole off you, every single person there would run over here and lynch me.
There was no way I could, everyone who knew me would just be disgusted if I stole.
Everyone would be disgusted at me if I stole this money from you. Yet she still made the choice to steal the money. You know why? I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. This right here, gents.
I had a boyfriend, he was treating me right. Like, he was being so great to me. He would love me so much, pay for all my shit, like, treat me like a fucking queen. You know what the fuck I did? I like some fucking little boy. He was cute and shit. Fucking broke as fuck.
You know why? That woman felt she could steal because none of them are worried about the judgment on them. They don't care. There's no shame. Remember I told y'all in 2025 I was going to bring back shame? I don't care what y'all say in the comments, whether you like what I did or not, or how I edited the video and shit. I don't care. I don't care. If a hit dog a holler. So if you come in my comments and you offended by the way I said something or the way I edited the video and you feel like, why are you talking about women like that? Then there's something wrong with you. It ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm calling this shit out like I'm supposed to. I'm a grown-ass man. This is what grown ass. See, I know y'all don't know what grown ass men supposed to do, but grown ass men call out shit that's wrong. Grown ass men stand on business. They say what they mean and they mean what they say. I know y'all ain't used to that shit. Y'all think y'all know what a man is. And that's why I put out that video about not letting women tell men what real manhood is. I'm going to tell you, real men stand on business. And if I'm standing on my word, you think I give a shit? If you have a problem with my word, I'm standing on business. Standing on truth. So I'm saying that because I don't want you all to give up, and I don't want y'all to be bitter. I told y'all don't give up. And I told you if you stayed to the end, if y'all stayed to the end of this video, I was going to give y'all some hope. My cousin actually sent this to me earlier today. She sent me this next video earlier today. And I want to share this with you guys. Because I was shocked too to hear this shit. Now, it's a few minutes long, but please bear with me because I have a point to make at the end of this. It's a very short point. I'll make a point.
Fellas, I told you it was easy to make plans with women. We got another one. Let's get into it. My man said, bro, please come look at this.
Look at this. Somebody come and look at this.
My man said, I've been dating this woman for like a month. I met her at an event and we've been out 3 times and I like her. This is what she sent me today. A woman making plans. This should be good. She says, hey, what you doing on Saturday? He says, I just have to run some errands in the morning. That's it. What about you? She said, I got plans and I would like to do said plans with you.
That's gangster as hell. This woman said, I want to spend time with you. Ladies, that is one thing that men do like. We're not saying that you got to do it all the time, but man, even we like to know that you want to spend time with us and see us.
This woman is starting off on the right foot.
Hell yeah.
Let's keep going. My man is surprised and says, oh shit, okay, I'm down. What we doing? She responds, I'd like you to meet me at my house at 5:00 p.m. and dress casual. I'm calling us a Uber Black. We're going out to dinner and then head to the Clippers game. They play Dallas. Figured since you were from there, you're a Mavs fan and seen a pic of you in a Mavs jersey on your IG.
Let me tell you, this means that she's paid attention. Right? Now, women want this from us too, to pay attention to things, whatever, right? This is something that I learned as a grown-ass man. You listen to your woman and you file it away for later. Man, I wish I could get this, blah, blah, blah. I wish I, blah, blah, blah. And you keep file that away so you don't do it. Man, I don't even know what to do right now. And then that way you could do it for your woman later, right? You can remember that. Yo, I remember you said, blah, blah, blah. But what's great is that she's seeing him in his jersey, knew that he appreciated the sports, and got this man tickets. Man, women today don't do no stuff like that for a dude, but let's keep going.
Hey, this woman is heating up. She then says, after the game, anticipating things go well, we can have a drink at my house, and hopefully there's a spin-a night bag in your car when you pull up to my house.
DiVincenzo a 3. Bang! Bang! Next.
She asked him if that's cool. He said, hell yeah. Shit, I ain't never had a woman do this. She said,
let me stop it there. I ain't never had a woman do this. Ladies, a lot of men. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. There are a lot of women can say, oh, I had a man did right by me and took me out on a nice blah, 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 blah. Most women have had at least, if you've dated a number of people, you've had at least one dude take you out on a nice date. This right here, this don't happen. This don't happen to dudes. Some dudes will go their whole life and not experience this.
that it's a first time for everything if you get what I'm saying. See you on Saturday. Hey, I'm going to give this a 526 out of 10. Let's review the play. First, I'm going to say there's nothing like a woman who has game. First, she told my man she has plans and I would like to do said plans with you. I'm going to keep it 100, ladies. When you tell a man you want to see him, we start blushing. And then inside, we start laughing like Goofy. She then says, I'm calling us an Uber Black. Nah, that's important. they're going to the game in style. She was also paying attention. Said, figured since you're from there, you're a Mavs fan and seen a pic of you in a Mavs jersey on your IG. Finally, a woman doing IG stalking for some good. And then, of course, is the dagger. After the game, she's anticipating things go well, and she want my man to bring a spend the night back. Honestly, she's letting Bull know, don't say nothing stupid before you get this coochie. Fellas, what it looked like is he planned the first 3 dates, and now he's being rewarded. And we're not planning dates for rewards. We're not dogs. We don't need reward. We're planning dates because we want to see her and we want to enjoy her company. It just feels good to see some reciprocity. It feels good knowing you want to jump my bones. But all right, let me know in the comments what you give this execution from a 1 to 10.
Listen, say what you will, but I'm trying my best to really put some positive stuff at the end of this. Some of you all might say, oh, no women do anything like blah, blah. No, man, I don't find it all the time, but when I do, I'm going to put it in front of the gents to let you know, listen, man, if you're not getting, I'm not saying you should get exactly this, right? You should get uber black and all this stuff, but I'm saying if you are not getting a woman thinking of you too, not putting the effort into you, nah, baby, I'm going to spoil you tonight. I'm going to do this, blah, blah, blah. You might fight her on it, but at least she's doing it. At least you can appreciate that. You see what I'm saying? If you're not getting none of that, 2025, baby, we letting that shit go. We are letting that go. Yo, you can't even do something simple for me, but you always got your hand out. We letting that go. Ladies, we're not dealing with that no more. And that's why men don't want to date y'all, bro. That's why some women are undateable, because they cannot date and not think about themselves. And not think about themselves. Or, yes, I think I said that right. Goddamn double negatives. All right? Listen, let me tell y'all something. We're going to say one more thing. We got to get out of here. I'm sorry I haven't been able to catch a lot of comments tonight. I'm going to get some more comments at the end of this. But I have one more clip. But let me tell y'all something real quick. Ron will be on here next week. And something he used to say when we was kids, bro. I say kids, but, you know, young men. And he used to always say, man, his thing was always the numbers game. He was like, you know what, man, if I talk to 10 girls and I get two numbers in a night, then I got 2 numbers. And he said, man, if we do this for the weekend, I got 4 to 6 numbers, you know, or 4 to 8 numbers, right? And he said, if I did that for a month, then, you know, I got 8 to 32 numbers. And then if you do that over the course of a year, right, then I got 400 and something numbers. So, listen, is everything going to work out that way? No, but his even though he was talking about winning or him winning was $50,000, right? Hey, I'm good with $50,000. For him, it was, hey, man, if I talk to 10 girls and I get I shoot 20%, that's good. This was Ron's philosophy. He said the numbers, if I'm not afraid to talk to a woman, the numbers will eventually work in my favor. And I'm telling y'all, oh, I give up, blah, blah. I say, I'm not saying you trying to date these women. I'm not saying don't be weary. I'm not saying be a simp. I'm not telling you do none of that shit. You are a man. You are a hunter by nature. Don't be a weak man. Don't be a simp. Scratch your claws. Get out there and talk to women. You know, if you go out there and talk to women and you have no expectations, man, you're going to learn so much more about yourself to be able to go out there and scratch your claws. Stay dangerous. Because the numbers game, that simple numbers game that Ron told me, and I'm going to bring it up next week when he come on the live stream, but that simple numbers game, he never lied about it. And sometimes, look, I'm guilty of it. I forgot about it. There's times through my life I've forgotten about it because it does get exhausting. I'm going to talk to 10 people to get 2 numbers. And nowadays, you get, you know, let's say that works, 2 numbers, but then, like, it's not even 2 numbers. You almost got to talk to 4 times the people to get just 2 numbers now because of the mindset. I get it. It's tiring. It's exhausting. It's humiliating. But I have a video for you for that. My last video of the night.
Let's see how this changes the game. Would you go on a date with me?
Any of those things. I don't know.
Would you go on a date with me?
I guess maybe.
Would you go on a date with me?
Sure.
Yeah.
This is why you never stop shooting. You never stop shooting your shot because eventually one's gonna go down. You can't give up. You can't quit. What do we say, man? You just gotta keep moving forward. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Absolutely.
Remember that.
Absolutely. Look, gents, I'm a baller. I may not ball no more, right? But I'm still a baller in my heart, son. I may not play basketball, but I'm a baller. And I'm going to take the shot. I'm going to take the shot. I'm going to take the shot. I'm going to take a shot at this opportunity. I'm going to take the shot at this, whatever that good that comes my way, I'm going to take a shot at it, man. And you fall, man, but you get up, man. It's like boxing, man. It's like, yo, you might get knocked down. Just be the person that's always on their feet at the end. Be the person that's always on their feet at the end. Don't let these women get you discouraged because there are good women out there, bro. And again, even if you just, hey, how you doing, baby? All right, okay, well, you don't want to talk? It's all good. Hey, you have a good one. Man, go on about your day, bro. Don't even let it bother you. And then sometimes you'll be like, hey, how you doing today? Oh, yeah, you know what? Like, you know what? Good talking to you. Bro, you ain't even got to try to pull or get a number or whatever. Just be like, yo, just scratch your claws a little bit. Hey, you doing good? Yeah. Look, man. Oh, it's sundress season. I see you. Okay, you ready? All right. Have a good one. Now, that might confuse some women because sometimes they'll be like, why didn't he talk to me? Why wasn't trying to talk to you like that? I literally just started a conversation. All I did was scratch my claws a little bit. That's all I did. All I did was kept myself with my claws scratched to remain just dangerous enough. That ain't got to be your attention. My point being is, don't let this, I don't consider this a quote unquote red pill channel. I don't consider that this. It's just men. It's just us spitting, talking to each other, man. It's just barbershop. This is men just talking, man. That's what I consider TFG Uncut. Okay. I'm not trying to be like nobody else. I'm just being like Sean. That's it. Can't be everybody else. I can't, I don't have the skills that other people might have at doing this. But what I'm going to tell you is I'm proud of what I do. I'm not ashamed of what I do. I scratch my claws. I want for men and women to get together and find each other. But that shit is not going to happen if we just don't want to even talk to each other, if we have unrealistic expectations, if we're not going to hold ourselves accountable. It's not going to happen. And we got to get past that shit, man. We just do. So, again, I put that last video there because I've said many times on this channel, don't be afraid to shoot your shot. Don't be afraid to scratch your claws. You scratch your claws don't mean you got to talk to that person to get with them or go home or date them or marry them. You ain't got to do none of that shit. Scratch your claws. Because if you don't use something, you lose it. If you don't use it, you lose it. Shit atrophies over time. And some of you all are like, well, I ain't going to talk to women no more. And you go years without talking to women. That's your choice and that's your prerogative. But you lose that ability to scratch your claws if you're not in some type of social environment or setting. And then you come off awkward because you're not used to talking to people. I'm trying to drop game. I don't do that a lot on this channel, but I'm trying to tell y'all that's game, okay? Game, whatever you want to call it. All right, let's get these comments, man, and get up out of here. And you seriously wonder why men don't care anymore. We don't want to deal with that chicken shit, chiz, BS, interrupt our peace with headaches and migraines, misery city. All right, Preston, you and I disagree. We've been disagreeing about this for a while. Again, all I said was scratch your claws. I didn't say you have to go try to marry nobody or, whatever. You definitely miss 100% of the shots that you do not take, period. Exactly. Our boss. Again, all I'm saying is, man, look, hell, when I say shoot the shot, bro, like, how many of y'all are fishermen or fish ever or even like fishing, right? I'm not a big fisher, but I know if I had to eat and catch a fish, I'm from Louisiana. I know how to fish, okay? But I'm not a fisher. But I can tell you, man, sometimes you catch it and you're like, check it out. Let's weigh it real quick, get that thing out of there and throw it back in the water, bro. Because they're not in full season yet. So you take it off the hook and then throw it back in the water. Come on, man. What's to be afraid of, a woman? Sean, bro, shout out to you. And thank you for the super chat there, Sean. I'm glad to see you, man. Thank you for the super chat last week. That's why I got you as one of tonight's sponsors, because I didn't want to miss you. Matter of fact, I should check my phone because I don't want to miss nobody this time. Just in case. Don't want to miss nobody, just in case. Okay, we good tonight. Okay. We ain't missed nobody this week. All right, we good. All right. All right, we good. Yeah, man. So we broke and dusty, lame, crusty. We ain't got no money, says the effing hypocrites who ain't got no money, at least not for walking floozy herbies, birdies on Easy Street. God dang. Preston. Dude better show up smelling like a whole bottle of cologne with teeth all white shoes. Hey. You ever wonder dudes using too much cologne? All dudes said was don't mess it up. If you try not to mess it up, this is what you should do with cologne. If you don't want to mess up cologne, this is all you should do. One time right around the neck, the nectal area, right? A little bit on the shirt and the neck, and that's it. One spray. Don't do twice, once. It's subtle. You want to keep it subtle. Wearing too much cologne, man. Damn, nice men have to stop trusting women and start thinking about themselves. No more Mr. Nice Guy. It's sad that we have to change our characteristics, but have to protect ourselves first. No, Paul. I hear you, and I agree with you, but I'm going to disagree with you. We had it wrong the whole time. The OGs already knew, son. The OGs already, the OGs already knew to protect themselves. They was already living like that. We just didn't know. We just didn't know that they had it right. The OGs know. I swear, go look back. They already knew. And I had to remind myself that, like, yo, that's what it was like to have, like, women like Chris. I thought, oh, men used to do this, but, like, the OGs understood. They knew. We just didn't have them. Some of us just didn't have them around to show us. They already knew that you. Okay, Paul, I'm going to give you a good example. Go read Genesis. From the very beginning, when did Eve mess up? Eve messed up when she was tempted away from her man. Now, whether you believe it or not, I'm just saying, in the Bible, Eve was tempted and messed up when she was not around her man. Another person was able to swoop in, whether that be another dude, whether that be a friend, her so-called girl, her mom, her people. When people swoop in and be telling them stuff on the side, that's when this shit breaks up. Right? That's when your woman is tempted because she not with her man. Think about what happens when a person gets married. Again, I'm not trying to put religion on people or Bible, I'm just saying, but think about it. We can use this as an example. A woman A man leaves his family and goes and starts his own family. A woman leaves her family and she cleaves to her husband. And them two become one. They're doing their own thing. See, we don't understand the deepness behind that shit. What it means to be like, you know what? I'm for you. I'm putting everything into you. No, you my husband, you my dude. I'm putting everything into you. You have shown me that you have the leadership, you care, you love me, and you make sound decisions. I put everything behind you. Even if we ain't got two freaking nickels to rub together, I'm putting it behind you, bro. And you like, you know what? You put everything in me. You trust me to protect you and keep you safe. And that way I'm going to do everything in my power, even put my life on the line to die for you to make sure that you got everything you need and that these kids are taken care of and to leave a legacy behind before I pass on. And I'm going to do everything in my power to do that shit. See, when you say it that way, it's shit is powerful as hell. But see, notice what happened in both instances. Each person had to think about the other person and not themselves. We live in such a selfish ass society. Sean says, man, I love women that take that type of initiative for a couple of weeks. Yeah, man. Look, a lot of men, look, good men appreciate that. Did I miss one? Paul, I missed your where your super chat at there, Paul? How did I miss that? Did it jump on me? I am so sorry. Where? Oh, it's down at the bottom. Okay. Shout out to Paul. Let me get you on the let me get you on the Paul, I'm gonna get you on there for next week. I'm gonna leave you on there for next week too, man, because getting you there late in the late on this episode. I'm gonna leave you on there from next week as next week's sponsor, because I appreciate this, man. Man, you got 5 pounds. I don't know what that I know it's all different. There we go. All right, man. I appreciate you. Where are we at? Paul says, I sometimes do exactly that. Give a compliment and move on just to make sure I've still got game and the confidence. That's it, man. And here's the thing. The woman you do end up with, she gonna appreciate that, because you just scratching your claws when you figure that's her. And you scratch her claws with her, she's gonna be attracted to you. You're gonna keep her attracted to you because you're gonna still do that with her. You know what I mean? Like, anyway, man, it's deeper than people think, bro. And we just gotten away from it. We just gotten away from the shit that we supposed to do as men and women. Well, let's say hetero men and women. We do things differently. And you seriously speak the truth all the time, all day. Oh, yeah, man, look, man, because I want to help my gents, man. And I want to help the ladies, the gents, the ladies of the channel, too. I ain't never strayed. Look, my message, that part of my message will never change, bro. It's always love. Always love. Keep up the great work, bro. Kevin says we're proud of you like we all are, man. Listen, that's a high compliment. And like I said, all I can do is be Sean. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I promise y'all. I'm going to be me, man. And I want better for men and for women, man. And that's why, like, I'm going to do my best. I'm doing my best to make sure I put some positive shit at the end of these videos, because we need that shit, bro. Like, the amount of compliments I got on that video about the manhood video, and the other one where I broke it down, where, showing, Black men, Black love, and the music and everything. Everybody just loved that, bro. And that sparked something in me. Like, all right, Sean, let's keep it going. What else can we create? What else can we do to get this message out to help people, man? And also, still be entertained at the same time. Let's be real. There's an entertainment factor in here. Y'all know me, you know. There's an entertainment factor, but I appreciate each and every one of you guys, man. Look, let me get out of here because I do have I got some zuppa toscana waiting for me. My woman cooked zuppa toscana, bro. If y'all like that Olive Garden soup, y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? Y'all know what I'm talking about. The Way of Yami, thank you so much for being here. Salute to you. Listen, gents, my goal is to get a video out on Friday. Now, I'm going to try my best for us to be able to do a jam session on Friday. But I promise you, in the month of April, we will have a Friday night jam session. The only reason I say that we may or may not have it is if it takes me until the late afternoon to put out that video, then it doesn't make no sense for me to put out a jam session because it takes me hours to edit and the jam sessions take hours. So I want to make sure that I can do this in a manner that I'm comfortable. But my goal is to put out a video on Friday for sure. I'm going to try my best. Well, actually, I got a number of topics. And then I'm going to try to do a Friday night jam session very soon. Okay? Very soon. All right, gents, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Listen, we'll be back very soon. Appreciate every one of you guys. Until next time. I don't even know where my ending thing is. Where's my ending thing? All right. All right. Until next time, live your best life.